Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is a live recording of a 50-minute full body flow. So find a little bit of space to move and let's get started. Um, let's start in a nice, comfortable seat, whatever that is going to look like for you today. And we're going to start with a little seated cat and cow. So you could place your hands on your knees. And then as you inhale, just lift your chest up a little bit. Pull the shoulders back. You can lift your chin if you'd like. And then as you exhale, start to round your spine. Look down, bring your shoulders forwards. Pull your belly button in. And then take a big inhale as you lift back up. Lift the chest, pull the shoulders back. And exhale to round. And you can go at your own pace with your own breath. And feel free to hang out in one for a few breaths if you'd like. Maybe lifting your chest and trying to squeeze the shoulder blades together, but softening through your forehead. And then as you're rounding and pulling your belly button back towards your spine, and you continue to pull your belly button back towards your spine the whole time you are rounded. Or maybe you're going a little bit faster. Inhales to lift you up and exhales to round you down. And just warming up through your spine and shoulders, your neck as you look up and look down. Let's do 3 more full cycles of breath. And when you are done, those 3 breaths, just come back to a nice long spine. Let your hands rest softly on your knee. Allow your shoulders to fall away from your ears. Relax your forehead and your jaw. Just gently pressing the ground away from you. Breathing in any way that feels good. And maybe we can just be still for a few moments. Slowing down your day. Maybe starting to hear the sound of your breath. And can you keep your eyes closed, but lift your hands up in front of your chest and interlace your fingers. And then start to turn your palms forwards and away from you, press them, and then round your spine again like before. Look down even though your eyes are closed, push the palms away. Pulling your belly button towards your spine. And as you inhale, we're going to lift our chest up and you're going to bring your hands either back to your knees or to the ground behind you to push into the fingertips and lift the chest some more. Pulling the shoulders back, lifting the chin. Little squeeze of the shoulder blades together. Stay for an inhale, and as you exhale, just relax. Let your chest come down. Your hands can come back to the knees if they're behind you, and you can start to open up your eyes if they're still closed. We're going to make our way to tabletops. You can find your way onto your hands and onto your knees. Spreading your fingers out nice and wide and maybe giving your hips a gentle sway side to side. But let's move our right hand to the middle of the mat, so between the shoulders. Taking an inhale, turn your chest towards the left. Maybe your hand will find your hip. Maybe it will reach out or up above you. Push your right hand into the ground though. A little twist. Take an inhale if you're reaching up. And as you exhale, bring your left hand down. Just tap your fingertips. We're coming back for it. Take an inhale to turn back over to the left and reach up. And exhale to lightly tap the ground with the fingertips. And an inhale to reach up one more time. Push that right hand into the ground. And an exhale to bring your left hand down. Just take a second to plant both of your hands under your shoulders again and maybe sway your hips side to side. Maybe even turn your chin over from shoulder to shoulder to shake it out a little bit. And then you can move your left hand to the middle of the mat, taking an inhale and looking over to the right. Open the chest. Maybe your hand finds your hip or reaches out to the side or up a little higher. But press the ground away. Stay for an inhale and let the exhale gently bring you out of the twist and tap your fingertips to the ground. Inhale as you come back into it. Maybe reaching up. And exhale, tapping the ground. One more time and inhale to reach up. And exhale to come back down to tabletop. Move your hands under your shoulders again. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Give your hips a gentle sway side to side if you'd like. Now we're going to bring our shoulders back a little bit and then forwards. And we're going to just sway forwards and backwards, or backwards and forwards. But you can keep your arms nice and straight and just sway and stretch the wrists a little bit. Or as you come forwards, you can hold it there and bend your elbows and slowly lower the chest. You don't have to come all the way to the ground, but squeeze your elbows in and you're going to be lifting right back up. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those elbows in the whole time. Sway on back. And then forwards and maybe a little tricep push-up, leading with the chest. Maybe your chin touches down, but hug those elbows in. Come on up and sway back. And you're going to do that one more time. If you are doing the little push-up, slowly, slowly, a little dip of the chest and the chin down, and then lift and sway back. And then we're going to meet in tabletop with our shoulders right over top of our wrists. Tuck your toes under and lift up to downward facing dog. Once you're there, you can pedal the feet if you want to. Press the ground away and let your head and chest get a little bit heavier. Take a slow breath in and out. Scanning your body. How are you feeling today? And can you take another deep breath in and deep breath out? Using an inhale, we're going to start to look forwards. And as you exhale, walk all the way up to the top of your mat. Once you get there, inhale into a half lift. Exhale as you fold forwards. Inhale to come all the way up to standing, reaching up. And exhale your arms to your sides. Add a shoulder roll in. And an inhale as you reach up. Exhale, folding forwards. Take an inhale to lift halfway. And exhale to fold down. Inhale all the way up, reach up. Exhale, lower your arms to your sides. Take another shoulder roll. And then inhale to reach up. As you exhale, let's fold forwards. Inhaling into a half lift. And exhale to fold down. Now we're going to plant our hands. Our left foot's coming back. We'll drop the heel and then lift up to warrior two. So once you lift up, you can adjust your feet as wide as you want them to be and then reach your arms out. Spread your fingers nice and wide, and then we're going to start to just bend and straighten the front knee. Just to get into the hips a little bit more, just to wake up the legs. And you can slowly bend and straighten the front leg. And can you spread your fingers a little wider? And let your shoulders fall from your ears. And the next time you bend your knee, can you stay there? Press both of your feet into the ground. Pull your belly button in a touch. And then as you inhale, straighten your legs. Straighten it as much as it wants to straighten. Press into both of your feet. Keep just a nice soft bend through that front knee. And then we're going to bend into it one more time, a lot. Warrior two. Take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, you can bring your hands to the ground, finding a lunge. And let an inhale bring your gaze forwards. As you exhale, bring your back foot up to the top of your mat. Take an inhale for a half lift. As you exhale, fold forwards, plant your hands. Our right foot is going to come back. Drop the heel, lift on up to your warrior two. And adjust your feet so they're as wide as you want them to be. Reach your arms out. And then you can start to move the front leg, just bending and straightening a little. It doesn't have to be a big movement. Just trying to wake up the legs, pressing into the feet. Opening up through the hips. Keeping your arms awake, reaching out, fingers spread wide. And then the next time you bend the knee, bend it a little bit more and hold it. Pull the belly button in, let the shoulders fall from the ears. Nice and strong through the legs, the arms, and the core. Using an inhale, you can straighten your front leg, just keeping the knees soft. Arms still reaching out, fingers still spread nice and wide, and you're still pressing into your feet. Awesome work, you guys. Bending into the front knee one last time. Taking an inhale, and as you exhale, we'll bring the hands down however you can get there and finding a lunge. Inhale to look forwards a little bit, and as you exhale, bring your back foot to the top of your mat. Taking an inhale for a half lift. As you exhale, fold forwards. Inhale to come all the way up to standing. Reach up. Exhale, lower your arms down to your sides. Nice, you guys. Okay, we're just going to move our feet to be about hip width apart if they aren't already, and our toes are pointing forwards. We're going to take a little bend through the knees, and then we'll straighten our legs, and we're just moving at our own pace. A little bend and a little straighten of the knees, the legs. But the lower you go, the more you might want to do something with your arms. You could reach them forwards. You could have them out to the sides. You can go as low as you want to go, but our feet are hip width apart and our knees are going to stay hip width apart. Some may call this a squat, chair pose, and just going up and down as much as you want, if at all. Pull the belly button in, nice and strong through the legs. Maybe a little pulse closer to the bottom. Working your way back up to a standing position. Once you are standing, you can let your arms fall to your sides. And if you want to scooch your feet closer together, you can do that. But find the top of your mat if you aren't there for some reason. Roll your shoulders back and down and take an inhale to reach up. As you exhale, fold forwards. Inhale into a half lift. And exhale as you fold. Plant your hands and take both of your feet back. Downward facing dog. Pressing into the hands here. Let your head, your chest get a bit heavier. Maybe pedaling your feet. Take a nice slow breath in and out. Let's stay here for an inhale. And as you exhale, our knees are going to come down. Find your tabletop. We're going to shift our shoulders forwards, bend your elbows, and lower your chest and your chin. Hugging your elbows in the whole time. Get as low as you can go, and then slide onto your belly. Take a little shoulder roll once you're laying down if you can. A little tricky, a little weird, but try a little shoulder roll. And then move your hands out wider. Maybe on the fingertips, maybe flat on your palms. But with an inhale, press into your hands. Lift your chest as high as you'd like as you squeeze your glutes, your back. Cobra. Take an inhale, lift it up. And as you exhale, gently lower down. Inhale to lift. Feel free to move your hands closer or further wherever you feel best supported, but squeeze. Lift your belly button off the ground, even if it doesn't actually leave. Just try. Take another inhale and an exhale to lower gracefully. One more time, lift on up and inhale to lift and squeeze. And exhale to lower down and then stay there. Stack your palms, rest your forehead, relax your entire body. Maybe take a sway through your hips. Now our left foot is going to be lifting up, bringing the heel towards the glute. You can reach for it if you want to with your left hand. You can hold the outside edge of the foot. You could try to hold the inside edge of the foot. Maybe you even try to hold the top of the foot. Just another breath here. That left foot lifted. Very slowly and controlled. Let it go. Stack the palms, maybe a sway through the hips. Our right foot can lift anytime. You don't have to reach for it, but you could. Right hand, right foot. And then maybe you try to hold on to the outside edge. You could try the inside edge of the foot. You could try the top of the foot. Take another breath. And then let your foot go. Nice and gentle. Rest it on the ground. Stack your palms. And maybe taking a sway through your hips again. We're going to press ourselves back up to tabletop so you can bring your hands close to your chest. Start to squeeze your elbows into your sides already, and then press. Squeeze those elbows in and set up your tabletop. Scooch the knees, plant the hands, tuck your toes, and lift downward facing dog. Maybe a pedal through your feet. And a nice deep breath in and deep breath out. And then using an inhale to look forwards as you exhale. Walk all the way up to the top of your mat. Take an inhale for a half lift and exhale to fold. Inhale as you come all the way up to standing, reaching up. And exhale, lower your arms to your sides. Awesome, you guys. We're going to stay standing here. Now, if you want to hold on to something, you can have either something in front of you, at your side. We're going to balance though. So our left foot is going to be lifting. You can start with the heel, or we can float that foot behind us. You might reach for your foot. You don't have to. Maybe you've got something to hold on to around you, so that you can grab your foot. Get a nice quad stretch. Notice your right leg. We want to bend that knee a little bit. And maybe you kind of straighten and bend and move up and down. Maybe you don't, but just keep the knee a little bit bent. Now you might stay standing fairly tall, looking forwards. Maybe a little look down, but we could tip. We could tip more, and we can tip more and lift our left knee behind us. You might notice now how you're holding on to your left foot, if you're holding on to it. You can stay on the outside edge. You could be on the inside edge. And then maybe try to lift the heel away from the glute, so that your knee goes a bit higher. And then you could hold on to something with your right hand, or you could reach it forwards. And then maybe you'll look forwards for dancer. Just a nice soft bend through your right knee. And wherever you happen to be right now, you can find your way back to having both feet on the ground. Shake it out, the legs, the arms, the shoulders. And then just switch sides. Take it slow. Maybe you start with just the right heel lifting. Maybe the foot behind you a little bit. You don't have to hold on to your foot, but maybe you do. A little soft bend through that left knee. You might be able to go up and down a couple times, or just keep the knee bent. And then only if you want to lean forwards. Now maybe you've got a nice couch in front of you that you can just hold on to. If you're leaning forwards, let the knee go back behind you too. Now you might not have your foot in your hand. That's fine. You can still lift that leg up. And if your left hand is free and available to reach in front of you, Maybe you take a peek forwards. If you're holding your foot, maybe you're encouraging the foot into your hand or away from your glutes. A nice soft bend though through the left knee. You can find your way back to having both feet on the ground, standing tall. Shake it out a little bit. Find the top of your mat and roll your shoulders back and down. Take an inhale as you reach all the way up and exhale to fold forwards. Inhale into a half lift, and as you exhale, fold, and we're gonna pause here in our forward fold. So you can have your feet as wide as you want them to be. You could hold your elbows or let your arms dangle. But maybe we can do that little bob, that little bend and straighten of the knees. Or maybe a little lift and lower of the hips is a better way to think of it. But the whole time letting your chest, letting your head and arms be heavy. And if you are bending your knees and straightening them, it can be a very small movement and slow. It can be bigger. Should you be moving around here in this forward fold, to slow that movement down. Take a second to let your head hang heavier, your arms too. Another breath. And you might be letting your hands fall back down towards the ground, and then bend the knees again. Take an inhale to lift your chest halfway up, lengthen your spine and maybe straightening the legs. Exhale as you fold. Plant your hands and step your feet back all the way to downward facing dog. Pushing into the ground, let your head be heavy. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, our knees are coming down and wide into child's pose. Send your hips back. Rest your forehead down on something. Closing your eye. Feel your breath. You can stay here a little longer if you want to. Or using an inhale to lift up if you're ready to move. But we're just going to find our way to seated. If you want to sway your hips side to side a few times in tabletop. But eventually sitting down with your legs in front of you. And we'll lean back a little bit, so bring some weight into your hands. Widen your feet. You can start to sway your knees side to side. And then we'll let our knees tip over to the left side and stay there. Let them hover. You can lift your right hip up a bit to drop your knees a little bit more. Maybe your left foot will rest on top of your right leg. So you can stay as you are, or we could go just a little bit further. Maybe by lifting our right hand, we can get our legs to tip down more and more. And then maybe our right hand can reach for our top knee, and we can take a little bit of a twist, a little bit of a peek behind us. And then if you can leave your legs where they are and start to face forwards again, how far can you go with your chest without moving your legs? Can you get your right hand back to the ground? Can you try to level your shoulders? And then lift your legs slowly, uncross them along the way, and lift the knees. And replant your hands behind you, or if you want to lean forwards for a moment, take the weight of the hands, you could do that too. Shake it out a little bit, but eventually leaning back again and just swaying the knees. And then hovering our legs over towards the right. And maybe this is as far as you go. Might take a little lift of the left hip. And maybe crossing your right foot on top. And stay as you are, or trying to let the legs come down some more by lifting up that left hand, maybe reaching for the knee, a little lift of the chest, maybe a little peek behind you, bit of a twist. And if you can leave your legs where they are as best you can, just see how much your upper body will turn back. This goes far as it will allow you to go, if anywhere. And then you can start to lift your knees too and uncross your legs along the way. Lift the knees all the way up, either leaning forwards, you can give your knees a hug or a squeeze, or stay leaning back and swaying your knees side to side. But we will be laying down all the way on our backs. Once you're there, you can hug your knees to your chest if you'd like, or leave your feet on the ground, but maybe a rock or sway side to side, just massage your back a little bit. Feel the ground beneath you. We'll be keeping our right knee or hugging our right knee towards the chest, and our left foot can find the ground. So holding on to your right knee. So you can either keep your head and your shoulders on the ground, or pulling your belly button back towards your spine. You can lift the chest towards your knee. Your left foot can stay planted, that knee bent, or you can send the leg long. A little point to the toes. Maybe you're even floating that foot. But if you're lifting your head and your chest, really squeeze the belly button back towards the spine. Hold on to your legs so that you're still hugging your knee towards your chest. Breathe. Maybe you have a little point of your toes, both of your feet. Stay lifted for an inhale and let the exhale bring you down. Your upper body and your left leg, if that is lifted. But continue just to hold on to the right knee. And try to relax everything, your ankles, your hips, your shoulders. Holding on to that right knee still. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, you can let it go. Plant the foot and bring your left knee in. Hold on to it. Just noticing your hip here. Even your ankle. Just trying to soften everything first. You can keep your shoulders, your head on the ground, or start to lift them by pulling the belly button back towards the spine. Hugging the knee. Maybe you're extending your right leg long, a little point to the toes. You can point both feet. Maybe the right foot floats for you, but still pulling the belly button in, still hugging the knee. Breathing. And if you are lifted, take another inhale. Let the exhale bring everything down, but keep a hold of the left knee. And start to relax everything again. Take another inhale with that left knee. And as you exhale, you can let it go. And we'll plant both of our feet on the ground. You could sway your knees side to side a few times if you'd like. And heel toeing the feet together so that your knees can fall out wide if you'd like to make a diamond shape with your legs. To give your hips a chance to open up some more. And just rest your arms somewhere comfy. Just notice the gentle rise and fall of your belly. You have your knees out wide. Bring them back all the way together. But you can heel toe the feet to be about hip width apart again. You can take a sway of the knees side to side, and I want you to notice your low back. You start to press it down a little bit more. Try to keep our low back glued down to the ground. We're going to take a few steps with our feet away from us, one at a time. And try to keep your low back glued down as you walk your feet all the way to the bottom of the mat, maybe past the bottom of your mat, until your legs are straight and you're still trying to press the low back down. You scoot your feet out a little wider and then relax. Relax your legs completely. Let the low back do what it wants to do. Same with your belly. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Like any other adjustment that you might need to make before you settle into Shavasana. Where you can just feel your breath. But allow your body to breathe all on its own. You can slowly start to move. Maybe taking a nice big stretch. Bending your knees so you can roll over. And finding your way up to a comfy seat when you're ready. And bring your hands together. Awesome practice, you guys. Thank you for joining us today. Have a great rest of the day, though, and we will see you very soon. Namaste.